This segment is brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
I'm Glenn Tonsor, faculty member in the Department of Agriculture Economics at Kansas State University, talking to you here from Cattleman's Day, March 2015. This morning, myself and Ted Schroeder gave a joint talk surveying a lot of the economic issues that are going on in the beef industry. We had a lot of optimistic, a lot of exciting things to share, and we also had some words of caution that we shared with producers. If I could summarize some of the key points, was cow-calf producers had a great year in 2014, probably the best that most producers have ever had. Record prices and improving cost of production led to very good returns for cow-calf producers. We're expecting that to continue out through 2015. There's been a bit of a pullback in calf prices, but by historic standards, we still have very high cattle prices, and margins look pretty good for cow-calf producers. We walked through for the stock or backgrounder segment. 2015 looks like it's going to be a typical year. It's going to take more money to operate because it's going to be more expensive to purchase those animals, but there's some positive margins being projected. And then round that out, when I talk about the feedlot industry, I shared good news for 2014. The average producer that purchased feeder cattle and was unhedged and sold fed cattle later was rewarded for that throughout 2014 because fed cattle prices kept going up. So some of the information I shared was we actually set a record in the middle of 2014, the best month ever for feedlot returns. But unfortunately, the returns here in 2015 have turned south, mainly because fed cattle prices have not kept up with those higher feeder cattle prices, and we're projecting a lot of red ink now for 2015 at the feedlot level. But both me and Ted spent a lot of time talking about herd expansion, trying to give some context on where we're at nationally with that. Highlighted some resources that could be used to figure out basically what the economic value of a heifer would be to your herd so you can figure out what to pay. So I highlighted those resources in detail, but some of the punchlines we were highlighting was you need to know your production cost, you need to identify kind of what you expect for cattle prices, and we have resources online to give you some guidance with that, but those are key parts that determine how much you could pay for a replacement. But that doesn't mean you have to. So one of the things we're trying to highlight is those replacements cost more money than they used to. And anybody that's in the process of expanding, if you choose to expand, it's going to be a larger capital outlay than you've ever experienced before. So more money on the line probably means you need to think about this and manage that a little more intensely than in the past, because if things do turn south, either in an aggregate or for your individual firm, there's more money to be lost than there was in the past. So we were trying to outline that and basically giving a lot of suggestions for additional risk management, not just on the risk front, but in procuring high quality animals. So maybe you have lower animal health risk, ongoing production gains are going to be necessary, so pay more for these animals. A whole host of price and non-price risk management issues is what we talked about to some excruciating depth. So the slide set that we walked through today, as well as a host of other regularly updated information and slides from other upcoming talks where these charts are updated all the time, is on our K-State Department of Agriculture Economics website, agmanager.info. So that's agmanager.info. And under there's a livestock page, or you can find my picture, and you can find a lot of this information. And as I tell everybody, if you're looking for something you can't find it, you can Google me and find my email or phone number, and I'm happy to help you track it down.